Hello, and welcome to one of the coolest unboxings I might ever do. If you couldn't tell what this was by the thumbnail or the title, this, my friends, is Holly by Stephen King. But not only is it Holly by Stephen King, it's signed by Stephen King. Pardon the extreme close-up as I fight to get this open. Woo! Look at that, nice and protected. Lots of bubble wrap and perhaps another box. Little packaging material. Wow! This is from Constant Readers for a Cause. It is a nonprofit charity organization that started last year? I believe it was last year for Fairy Tale? Was Fairy Tale King's book last year? I feel like it was. And, they came back this year with Holly by Stephen King, about Holly Gibney. So easy tear on this thing, no? I'm going to use the good old scissors. And so there were 100 copies. One of 100 copies signed by King for Constant Readers for a Cause. And you could enter a drawing. There are actually two ways to win. One was simply entering a drawing. The other way, which I think is still open, is you can send in a Stephen King book to a P.O. box. It might have been the P.O. box on the box. I didn't black that out just in case. But I will put the information down below. So you could still enter to win a copy. Plus, you're giving Stephen King books to a good cause. Whew. Okay. So, I have a couple books signed by King. Whew. Okay, so I have a couple books signed by King, but I don't have any signed trade editions. I mean, technically I have Billy Summers with a signed book plate, but I don't have any that are like flat signed in the book. So this is Finders Keepers Detective Agency. Holly! So it's Constant Readers for a Cause. It's going to support the Book Industry Charitable Foundation. You could enter the drawing, and I did not expect to win. I have number 49 of 100. Whew. Holy crap. There it is. Stephen King, flat signed Holly. Oh my God. I was shaking when I saw the email saying that I had the chance to buy this. I had won the drawing, one of the winners of the drawing, and could buy it. I was shaking. I thought I was getting scammed at first, but then they had information in there that I was like, well, clearly this isn't a scam. Is this a first printing? It looks like it is. There's a 1 there. Yes. First printing. Okay. Holy crap. Quote by Bill Hodges in the front. I know this is a divisive Stephen King novel. It takes place during the pandemic, 2020, 2021. I believe this dust jacket actually glows in the dark. I've seen pictures of people's dust jackets glowing in the dark. I believe this is one of them. Follows Holly Gibney, who was originally introduced in the Bill Hodges trilogy almost a decade ago, starting with Mr. Mercedes. She then made an appearance in The Outsider. She made an appearance in one of the If It Bleeds novellas. Wow. Okay. I'm so thrilled. I mean, like I said, the only other one that's technically a signed trade is Billy Summers, but that's a signed book plate. I've never had a signed trade edition other than, like I said, that Billy Summers one. But I don't really count that because it's a book plate. That is incredible. I've tried to get in on the one that he did. There was not Waterstones, but it was like a bookstore similar where they had like an event with Joe Hill and Stephen King. I tried to win a copy through there for several books back. I didn't get a chance. I kind of missed my opportunity with Later. And man, that is, whew, that is incredible. Like I said, as I was starting to say, I know this is a love it or hate it kind of novel from what I've read. I do not own a copy yet, just because I was like, I have too many other books to read. I wasn't gonna, you know, go out of my way to get a copy of this. Now I got to get a nice little a slipcase for this. Whew, that is beautiful. Some folks had the opportunity to just buy one flat out. I think it was like $2,500 for if you bought it flat out. All the power to them. I was not going to spend that kind of money. This ended up with shipping being like $150, which, damn. I mean, yeah. I've never met King in person. I don't think I'll ever get the chance to meet King in person. He doesn't do book signings anymore. I'm not attending the King Con next year, just because I can't afford to be going to Vegas. But if you go into King Con, I know they're trying to get King to make an appearance. I don't think he will, but you never know. Over at the Stephen King Rare Books group, Rare King. Wow. Holy crap. That is so cool. Yeah, if you've read Holly, what do you think? Like I said, I know some people aren't a fan of. He gets a little political in it, which is never fun. I am a little wary about the COVID thing, just because it takes place in 2020 and 2021, so I know it deals with COVID. Which, I mean, COVID is very much a part of history now. It like you can't just skip over those 2 years, so I get it. The only book I've read so far that dealt with COVID was Horror at Pleasant Brook by Kevin Lucia. And I'm not going to lie, I loved that novel. I thought it was very good, but the most detrimental parts of that, unfortunately, were all the COVID references, because it's very much, that was a classic horror novel. Like it could have very well fit into the 80s, it could have fit into the 90s, it could have fit wherever it wanted to fit. But he kind of locked it in to 2020, 2021 with the COVID references, which, like I said, I mean, you can't just pretend it didn't happen. Yeah, I guess it must glow in the dark, because you can almost see a little, not that it's glowing in the dark right now, but you can see kind of like that little sheen to it as I'm opening it like that, how it's still very bright with the windows. So I'm going to have to go check that out. Thank you so very much, Constant Readers for a Cause. Wow. I'm speechless. Let me know what you thought of Holly. If you read it, I'm going to read it. I'm not going to read this particular copy. I know, I don't mind reading special editions, but this is, like I said, the only flat-signed King trade edition that I have. Any other King signatures I have, other than the signed bookplate, are like special edition anthologies that he did. Like the big book of Nikon, the Cemetery Dance. I have that, for example. But wow. All right. I'm going to stop saying wow now. I'm going to conclude the video. Thank you very much for watching. I have plenty of other unboxing videos on the channel, so please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you around next time.